Endré Farkas is the organizer and is perhaps the most disorganized of the group. His motto is, why do anything once if you can do it twice? Farkas has worked with dancers and now with actors because he's looking for different ways to make the poem move and touch us. Also of the group, he is the most interested in mixing genre and cultures.
Thank you. Thank you. George Bowering in his introduction called me the most French of the group, and I think he was wrong. I'm perhaps the most Quebecer, Quebecois, or part of that language problem. So I'm going to read a poem that was originally commissioned by the CBC, by Art Talks, but never got read, although I did get paid, but because they went on strike. So maybe it's time to deliver. It's called Love in Quebec. Love in Quebec has never been an easy proposition, supposition, condition, or position. Amour in Quebec has always been bipartisan, bicultural, bicameral, bipolar, bilateral, and a bilingual blend Abraham. Oh, mon amour, I try hard to be part of your future intérieur while you struggle with my past participle. But it has always been imparfait, and we never get past the conditional. Oh, love, I mispronounce my intentions. I try to French you in English. To tongue your impossibly beautiful vowels and consonants, but more often than not, I get lost in your multitudes of exceptions and your sultry syntax. Mon amour, as proof of my love toujours, I portage your same crazy labyrinths, seek your northwest passages, your east and west ends, but your chained street names only land me in your cul-de-sacs. And in my colonial zeal, day and night, I have lustful thoughts about your splendid seigneuries, rich furs and sweet maple syrup. Oh, love, I try to love your missionary ways. I try to love your missionary ways, your martyr complexes that has us tied to crosses and bedposts. On my knees, I scale those oratory steps to ask for the miracle of our union, only to find myself in a room full of crutches, wheelchairs, on solitude, and heartless. Oh, mon amour, like a maple leaf Romeo, I place you on a pedestal. I kneel beneath your fleur-de-lis draped balcony, at the foot of your sensual spiral staircase, so that I might look up your joie de vivre. But your je ne sais pas quoi always eludes me. Oh, love, yes, I confess in every corner church, beneath the mountain's cross, and in Westmount's only dépanneur, that I never take you to your fête nationale or play your spoons. But je me souviens, you never asked me to dance under the full clair de la lune on Canada Day. Oh, mon amour, I watch my P's and Q's. Everyone younger and more brave voted for your independence once. That should count for something. Oh, love, I call you on my allophone, listen to your beat sonore, and get tongue-tied in both official languages. Oh, mon amour, I know I'm not easy to live with. I, too, am set in my ways and traditions, which you find bland as roast beef and comfortable shoes. And I know that my commitment is filled with words like perhaps and royal commissions. Oh, love, I know that you and I mean different things when we say fuck, Quebec, Quebec, Canada, we, and no. And yet, when I'm far away, let's say Cornwall, Moose Jaw, Victoria, I feel like a stranger and passionately defend your passionate positions. Un bec, deux becs, loving Quebec is a two-cheek affair in chic cafes of croissants and cappuccinos and smoke blue Gauloise air. And we are always parting and always leaving behind crumbs, full ashtrays, and a bitter aftertaste. Oh, love, for you I have abandoned my apostrophes, subscribe to Le Devoir and Allo Police, and enroll my future in immersion classes. Oh, mon amour, I wear my heart on your hockey sweaters. I bring you bouquets of Ken Drydens and Larry Robinsons, but you only want rockets and Lafleurs. When you say je t'aime, ice storms become romantic, and even the electricity gets turned on. Oh, love, say oui, je t'aime, and I will say yes, I love you, and we will become the verb to love, and we will conjugate our way into heaven, and we will speak that other language, love, l'amour. It's as simple as that. C'est tout. That's it. That's all. Thank you. I've been told to leave them wanting more, so I'm going to call it a night. But before I do, I would like to say a couple of words of thank yous to people who made this whole thing possible. First of all, I would like to thank Christine Bernier, Musée d'Art Contemporain de Montréal de Québec, without whose help and energy and push this evening would not have happened. I would also, I would also like to thank Catherine Gombe, host of Art Talks, who for years has been a great supporter of literature and poetry in Montreal. Thank you, Catherine. The actors you have in your program, but I want to name them, and I hope I can remember them in my nervousness. Danielle Skeen, Mike Payette, Paul Brian Imperial, Jean Cartier, Megan Papier, who am I not getting here? Lisa Soller, Katie Parsons, yes, yeah, for sure. Excuse me. And Paul Chambers, our stage manager, lighting designer, costume designer, man about everything. And I'd like to thank a couple of people who came in around 2 in the morning last night and joined us to help us out because we ran into a bit of an emergency, and so they're not in the program. So I'd like to thank Christina Broccolini, Rebecca Harper, Jay DeWolf, Eric Hasknas, and Paul, of course, for everything. And last, I'd like to ask if Liz is here to come up, because she certainly deserves a hand. Liz Powell, the director of the pieces you saw tonight. She might be a bit slow getting here, she's about 4 months pregnant. Liz likes to leave her words with the actors. Yeah. So we'd like to thank you for all of you for coming here and for making this evening wonderful and memorable, and maybe in 25 years we'll do it again. Thank you. Good night.